Now I'm in my bedroom at the moment just to show. Got a TV bed here. The TV comes out on that end over the flap, and I want to install the LED strip kit just going along the back here. So just provide some ambient background lighting in the room. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to turn on notifications. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and drop me a message, let me know what you think. If you don't like it, make it count by hitting thumbs down twice. Now with the strip kit, obviously you've got the controller. We can decide where we're going to put the controller. Obviously it's a good idea to put it where the plug's going to be at a reasonable distance. So I'll probably put it coming down this way. So unwinding it. Looking at the strip kit, you can just see fits nicely all the way across. There's a bit extra there. So I may just run it in a U shape and then use the clips to give it that extra rigidity on there once it's stuck on. So lengthwise it's worked out pretty good, and the bed size is a king size bed, just a note. Now taking the strip kit and peel off a little bit at the back, and I can just start placing it like so into position here, and I'll just come round and work my way round with the rest of the kit. So let me position it in and I can show it afterwards. Now, as you can see, I've securely placed the LED strip kit in position, and just to get the turn, I've just lifted it up slightly, and this area isn't stuck down, but it's worked out quite well, so I could get the turn in there, and I've leveled it off right to the end. Controllers down on this side, just to show, and the button's quite high up. And coming over here, let me show the other side. And there you go. It's worked out quite well. So again, turns in there and all securely in position. So I'm pleased with how that's turned out, and obviously getting a little bit extra there on each side is quite nice too. So I've closed the curtains in the room, I've repositioned the camera, and let's test this out. Now, if I turn it on, here you go. How cool is that? Better than having a lamp really. Nice bit of ambient light in the background. And if I take it to the maximum, take it to the minimum, it's quite nice. And again, you can go through the different color modes just to see what it's like. So a very nice alternative to having just a standard light in your room. So instead of a lamp, you could just get this LED strip kit and put it at the back of your bed. Hi there, today we're unboxing an LED strip kit. So this particular one is by Govee. Details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So a couple of things to mention about this particular strip kit. It's a 2 meter length LED strip kit, can be controlled via Wi-Fi. It's compatible with both the Amazon Alexa and the Google Home. Color wise, you've got RGB, you've got warm white, cool white. Options wise, it also has wake up facility and music sync built in. So I think it would be a great light to use in a bedroom as a wake up light, or instead of a lamp, just for some ambient lighting in the background. So let's open it up and see what we get in the packaging. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging, so let me quickly go through them one by one. You get a card saying like it, share it. If you like it, leave a review. If you don't like it, reach out to their support. Next you have a user manual, and if I flick through that, it's multi-language and details on how to set this up. Key points of installation, some info regarding installation and the surfaces to install on, together with using the alcohol prep pad, which they also provide just for cleaning a surface before you stick it on, and info on attaching the strip kit. Next we have some fixtures, some clips for attaching it to a surface, and some screws as well if you want to screw in the attachments here. In total you get 5 of these fixtures, and they come with 3M stickers on there to assist with sticking on. Next we have a power adapter. Output is 24 volts, 1000 milliamps. Length of the cable is 135 centimeters. Build of the cable seals good, and the connection type is a DC adapter. Next we have the LED strip kit. So there's a controller which goes directly to the strip kit. Cable length wise, The one that goes to the power adapter, this is 13 centimeters. The other one is 45 centimeters in length. Build quality of the controller feels good. You can see a hole there for the microphone to assist with music sync. Got some buttons there to control it. Coming around the back, got a 3M sticky pad and some details regarding it at the top. Now looking at the LED strip kit, it's got plastic on the top just to show. Build quality of this feels really good, and it's got 3M sticky pad on the bottom. So stickiness wise, it should be really good. Now lengthwise, I've already mentioned it's 2 meters in length. And if I open it up, just give you a bit more of an idea on there. You've got their branding on there, obviously Govee. And if I go across, you can see the cut points there. So if it's too long for you, you can just cut along those cut points. So they come along every so often. I'll keep going. There you go, there's another one. So initial impressions, build quality feels good on there. And just to show the joints on, so you can see a very subtle overlap there, but the plastic on the top is completely level. So you wouldn't really be able to tell much of a difference on there where the joint is. So I've removed the strip kit completely from the holder here, and looking at the end of it, you can see there's a connection point there, and you can see how it's connected on. So it's just soldered on to the end there. So it looks like there could be a possibility of attaching another one onto there somehow. In terms of height of the strip, it's actually 12 millimeters. Taking a look at the controller at the top, you've got the on-off button, then you've got a color mode button, followed by music sync brightness adjustment button. Let's get this strip kit connected up. So the DC point here, I'll plug in to the connector there, and I'll plug in the power supply at the side here. Now let's turn it on, and there you go. Now on-off buttons here, color buttons here. So if I press that, you can cycle between the different colors. Looks pretty cool. And then the bottom button here is the music mode and brightness adjustment. So if I click it once, it goes into music mode. So if there's any sounds, it will try and move along to the sound. And if I click back on there, it now goes to a static color. And if I hold on to the button, you can see the brightness changing on there. Once you've got the desired one, you can just let go. So simple as that, and you can control via the controller here very easily. No need to use the app for it. Next, just to show the color representation close up. Looks pretty good. So just flipping between each one. Let's make a start at setting up this strip light. So I'm at my Android phone here. If I go to the Play Store and we want to search for Govee, and that's the app we're after, Govee Home. So if you haven't got it installed, obviously install it. I've already got it installed. So if I click open, you can see the other LED strip kits I've got. Now to add this in, very easy. If I click on the plus and we want to search for H6188, and this is the one. So if I click on there, next we need to turn on Bluetooth. And there you go, that's the strip light. So if I click on that, it's connecting now. And there you go, it's picked it up. So if I click done, and now it's asking for my Wi-Fi password. So let me enter that in off camera. Okay, so I've entered in my Wi-Fi password. And before we click done, just to note, this device only works on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. If you've got 5 gigahertz, it's not gonna work. So now let me click done. You can see now Wi-Fi connection succeeded, and there you go. Simple as that to get added in via the app. So let me run you through the options you have available. So if I click here, device name, so you can rename it here if you wanted to. Then you've got Wi-Fi settings. You can change them to a different Wi-Fi network if you wanted. Then you've got user guidance, and that gives you details on adding this in on both the Alexa and the Google Assistant. Just to scroll down and show. Now coming back, you've got the MAC address, and then right at the bottom, you can see delete device. Coming back from here, you've got an on-off button. So if I click there, turns it off, turns it on again. And then below that, you've got an indication that it's connected, and then you've got version details at the side there. Also, you have details here of the name of the device. Now coming below all this, you've got timer. So you've got open time 1 and open time 2, and then you've got wake up and sleeping. Wake up, this is quite an interesting one. It says, once turned on, the light would gradually brighten to wake you up. Sleeping, when the light turned on, the light would gradually darken within 15 minutes. It is off. So very useful. So you could have it in the mornings, obviously waking you up and gradually coming on and going brighter and brighter. And in sleeping mode, just before you go to bed, just having it dimly going out so you don't fall asleep with the light on. So very useful, I think, personally. Now, coming back from here, then you've got brightness. So it's at 1% at the moment. If I increase it just to show, that's full brightness there. Let's take it down again. Then you have DIY mode. So this is where you can pick different colors. So let's pick a color there. Now, if I give the style a name, we'll just call it test. And then look at the styles. Looking on there, you've got fade, jumping, flicker, and combo. So if we leave it as that and just click apply, and it just alternates between the colors. We can speed it up if we wanted to. Let's click that. And there you go. It's just alternating between all the colors there. Now let's show the other one, jumping. Jumps between the colors, flicker. Okay, as it says, flickers between the colors, and then you can have a combo of all of these. You could say fade, jumping, and then flicker. If I click apply. So there you go, it's just a standard strip kit, doesn't have dream color built in. So dream color is where you can have multiple colors appearing on the same strip, and Govee do that very well, as you may have seen in some of my other videos. But as a standard strip kit, it does do the job well. Now coming back from there, you can see mode. So now if I click music, that will go into music sync mode. So it's just picking up any sort of ambient noise in the room, so very sensitive. And you can change the sensitivity. If I take it right down, that's a bit better. It's not picking anything up. Let's turn it up a bit. Test. Then you've got color auto. If I turn that off, and you can pick colors for it to flicker between. Next, coming back up, you've got color, and you can pick your colors directly on there to have it stay on there. And if we go further down, you've got warm white and cold white. So if I go to there, flick back on there. So you can see it's a bit of a combo there. You can see the white and the green appearing in there. So you can alternate between the two. If I go over to white and now try it. So that's more of the warmer color in there, and then flick over to a color. You've got a color wheel as well. So you can get more precise color if you wanted, just to show that in action. Works very well. Now coming back again, then you've got scenes. So if I run through the scenes quickly, so you've got movie, dating, read, bright, aurora, candlelight, energetic, romantic, and gradual. All very nice. Now coming back, and that's all you have. So very straightforward, as you saw, to add in and to navigate around. Nothing too complex, very easy to do. Next, let me go through the timer options available. So if I click on timer, you can see open time 1. If I click on that, then you can see open time. So if I click on that, let's pick a start time. So I'll go for 21:30, and an end time, I'll pick 21:31. So it will just be on for 1 minute. If I click done, click save, and now you can see it's gray on this side. That means this timer isn't enabled. So now if I turn it, that's now on. And if I go back, go out of the app completely, and now let's give it a moment and see if it turns on and turns off again. So there you go. So you saw the timer kick in and the light turned on, and at the end of the period it turned off. So it works really well. Now if we go back into the app, go back into the device, go into timer, and you can see there's 2 timer options on there. So open time 1, open time 2. So these are just general timers. Now if I turn that one off, now the next one to show is wake up. Quite an interesting one here. You need to set a wake up time with this. I'll set it to be 21:43. Now if I click done, obviously you've got repeat days here. You've got wake up duration, 10 minutes. Maximum is 60, minimum is 10. Looking below that, you can see there's final brightness is 100%. And looking below, this is the interesting bit. When turned on, the light would light up gradually from 2133 and would reach the maximum brightness at 2143. So if I click save, we'll enable it. And now we just need to wait to see when it turns on, and we'll let it go to maximum brightness as well. So you can see that in action. So let's come out of the app completely and let's give it a moment. Now if we go into the app, go into device, the light's showing at 95%, which is interesting, and going to timer, wake up's at 2143. So there you go, it is complete. It does say 100% here, going back 95% there. Not sure why it's showing it like that, but again, it has come on. So you saw it going from the dimmest setting to the brightest setting here. So excellent bit of functionality, as you see. Next, if I go into timer, turn off the wake up one, and now we go to the sleeping one. So if I click on that, set countdown, selecting that, you can see the largest number is 240, so that's 240 minutes countdown, or the lowest one is 10-minute countdown. So if I click done on that, initial brightness, let's go for the maximum, and just below that it says, when turned on, the light will gradually darken during the settled time until it is off. Let's click save, and let's turn that on. And let's give it a moment and let's see how it performs. And there you go. The lights was in the on position and now it's completely off, and going into the app, selecting the device, there you go, it's in the closed position. There you go, excellent bit of functionality. As an example, if you were going to bed in the evening, you could just set a countdown timer so you don't leave your lights on. Just counts down, and after a certain period, the lights are just turned off completely. So excellent functionality here. Next, let me show how to get this device working with both the Google Home and the Amazon Alexa. So I'm at my Android phone. First thing you need to do is get an account registered in the Govee Home app. So if I go into Govee Home, you can see here I've actually renamed the LED strip kit to be called Bedroom Light. And looking down here, this is where you'd set up your account. So I've already got one, as you can see, mine's called YT Geek Street. Now coming back from there, so obviously keep a note of your details for that. Now let's try it out for the Google Home. So going into the Home app, let's go to here, click on Assistant Settings, Assistant, Home Control, and then we select Plus. And then you want to search for the service called Govee Home. So once you've found it, you just enter in the credentials you use on the Govee Home app, and then it will link in with the service. Now coming back from here, scrolling down, you can see Bedroom Light. So from here, you've got shortcut options. So if I click off, turns on, going in there. So you've got the on off button here. So if I click it now, turns off, should turn on, there you go, turned on. Brightness wise, let's adjust that. Just take it back down again. Color wise, just change the color from here. Very easy to do. Now coming back, you can add to a room, and looking up here, you can change it by renaming it, and you can unlink it as well. So now if I come back and we unmute my Google Home,
the microphone is back on.
We can say, turn off bedroom light.
Sure, turning the bedroom light off.
Turn on bedroom light.
Okay, turning on the bedroom light.
Change bedroom light color to green.
Sure, changing the bedroom light to green.
There you go, as simple as that to get set up and control via voice control on the Google Home. Next, let me show how to get this device set up with the Amazon Alexa. So if we go into the Alexa app, click here in the corner, go to skills and games, and we want to search for Govee Home. That's the skill you want. And same thing with the other system as well, like the Google Home. You enable the skill, you be asked for your credentials, enter that in, and then it will link in with the skill. Now, if we go to devices, click on lights, and there you have it, bedroom light. So if I now amend brightness, there you go, changes. You can turn it off from here, turn it on, change the color, come back. You can rename it as well, and it just shows it's connected via Govee Home. You can disable it and you can delete it as well. So now coming back, you can see create a routine, so you can create routines with it as well. Now if I unmute my Alexa, I can say turn off bedroom light.
Okay.
Turn on bedroom light.
Okay.
Change bedroom light color to blue.
Okay.
There you go, as simple as that to get up and running with the Amazon Alexa. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this Govee light with built-in sleep and wake up option. I really like that functionality, and I think it's a great light to have in a bedroom, for instance. So when you were going to bed, you could just set the countdown timer so you don't end up leaving the light on all night, or even using it as a wake up timer so you're not woken up to sudden bright light in your room. So it just gradually gets brighter. So there you go, hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.